Having money to buy something doesn't mean you should go ahead and buy it. Being able to differentiate between your needs, your wants, and a trend is very important if you have a well-building mindset. I made a video yesterday saying, as a single person in America, buying a home is a financial mistake. And someone left this comment. Well, when I look at it, I said, he may be right. That's why I'm here talking. I'm here talking to someone like me who doesn't have tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands to buy a home, but have other alternatives to still invest and build wealth. But that's by the way. So I can classify home buyers into three categories. Those who buy because they need it, those who buy because they want it, and those who buy because it's a trend. Those who buy because they need it, maybe because of their big families, convenience to their job or their businesses. They buy because of comfort. These are category of people who buy homes because they need it. It is serving them a purpose, and their primary reason is not for investment. And the second category is those who buy because they want to. And this category, I can classify them into two groups. The first group are those who cannot really or comfortably afford it, but they want it. They have built a particular lifestyle. They want to upgrade a lifestyle. They want to belong to a particular class. They want to have certain things. They want to be associated with certain people. They have a certain taste or a certain lifestyle that they want to maintain. Regardless of if they are comfortable or not financially, they want this home. So this group of people will do anything, jobs or even illegal stuff to be able to maintain this lifestyle. And the second group of those who want a home are those who can comfortably afford it. Those who have built a system or they have built an income that can afford this house without them losing a sleep. They can go for vacation for months without worrying where their mortgage will come from. Some of these people can even pay their house off without a mortgage. So this category, they can want what they want and they can afford it. And the last category are people who buy because it's a trend. People who buy because their colleagues bought a house, their childhood friend bought a house, that couple that just got married bought a house, and everybody is buying a house, or they have a down payment, they want to buy a house because they are told that go to school, get a job, save money, buy a car, buy a home, and you are living the American dream. Well, why that dream sounds beautiful, it is only on the surface, because it is that same dream that traps majority of Americans from building wealth, especially if they do not know how to use this home as a leverage to build wealth. They are stuck for 30 years trying to pay a mortgage. Majority of Americans are able to buy their first home when they are already in their 30s or 40s. And they are trapped for 30 years trying to pay this mortgage. You spend your entire life trapped with a mortgage for 30 years trying to pay off that mortgage. Your entire life was work. You were a slave to the same dream that is a dream. If you ask majority of Americans what their dream is before retirement, most of them will tell you they want to pay off their mortgage before they retire. Well, congratulations, that is beautiful. At least at retirement, 65, 70, depending on where you bought your home, you can receive your retirement benefit and pay off your taxes, your insurance, your HOA, and then you maintain your house. You can run the house with that. But the catch is you still not be able to do the things you wanted to do so bad when you were young. You might still not be able to go for that vacation. You might still not be able to afford that first class ticket and go to those places you wanted to do, or relax wherever you wanted to relax, because that check is not enough. So think about it. You spend your entire life, your productive life, being a slave to a mortgage. For 30 years, you were trying to pay that mortgage. You could not afford to go on a vacation. You could not afford to relax in that same house for a week. You could not afford to stay off work for 2 weeks because you were chasing a paycheck to pay off mortgage. And still, at your 65, 70, when you finish paying the mortgage, you still cannot afford to enjoy those things that you wanted to enjoy because a check cannot run the house. That is why in America, you can see a lot of 75, 80, 85, 90, you're still working, because if they stop working, they might lose their home to back taxes. And unless they are transferring it to another person to continue paying, that paycheck that they are receiving cannot afford to pay all these things and their basic needs. So you see, you are trapped your entire life chasing a dream. I know you're sitting there asking me, but you can sell this house at this point and buy a smaller house or rent a smaller apartment and enjoy life. Yes, of course, you can sell this house. But what you're not thinking is the house you bought 500,000 30 years ago, before you finish paying off that mortgage, you have paid double the amount. And not just double the amount, there were other uncalculated expenses that if added on, you have also paid more than double the house worth. So you can sell this house and have some money. But what you should have in mind is what you are having is your labor your entire life without any interest. Let that sink. What you are having from selling that house is your labor without any interest or any much interest. There might be a little interest, but without any much interest. Or even less, you could sell and lose. Because houses do not always appreciate the way we are made to think. Let me tell you a little story. I live in the DMV area. One day I drove around Baltimore City and I came across a town or a city that was abandoned with beautiful houses, beautiful mansions, beautiful apartment complexes, beautiful townhomes. I'm talking about a whole area, streets to street. And I was wondering what happened. It was looking like a ghost town. When I returned home, I Googled and I went on Zillow. Guess what? I saw houses they're selling for 10,000 and less, 5,000, 3,000 and less than 3,000. And I was wondering, I Googled what happened in this area. So let's keep what happened there aside. What I'm trying to say here is, 1, houses do not always appreciate the way we are meant to think. 2, there is no business without risks. Know you that several years ago, someone bought a house in that area with the hope that it will appreciate. But guess what? It did not. Maybe because of human disaster or natural disaster. So, am I saying this to say you should not buy a house? No. Of course, a house is an asset. You can always sell and get some money. But I'm saying that before you buy a home, you should know exactly why you are buying a home. It will serve you 2 purposes. Your needs and an asset that you can sell to get money when you need money or when you no longer need the house. But the primary purpose of buying that home is not an investment. If you want to make an investment, there are way better investments that can yield you better profit and compound without requiring you to maintain it in any way. So that is why I said buying a home as a single person is a financial mistake, especially if your sole purpose of buying that home is for investment. If you do not have a big family, you do not have wife and children that you need to occupy that house, that you need the space for your comfort, for your convenience, then there's no need buying that house. You can invest your money in better things and continue to rent for as long as you can so that you build financial stability. I know someone is going to say, but someone that has been renting for that same 30 years or 15 years did not even have any from their rent. Yes, of course. And in my next video, I'll be comparing 2 persons, one that choose to buy a home and the one that choose to rent for much longer to build financial security. And you can see for yourself what you prefer to do. If you're watching me up to now and you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel and click on that notification button so you don't get to miss my video. And for the reminder, I am not your financial expert, but I'm a self-taught investor that has decided to share her knowledge and her journey. And I'm hoping that several years from now, you will look at yourself and say, I took the right decision.